Hey, hey everybody, how you doing? We are live on Jenkinson Beach, in or near Point Pleasant. It's Point Pleasant. It's Jenkinson Beach and Boardwalk. We're doing some readings. So I might, honest to God, just stick with the 2 that prepaid in advance. I don't know if I'm going to do any more than that. So, Lorraine and Elesa. Happy birthday, Elesa, by the way. Special shout out to Elesa. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to you. So, they both got full readings. So we're going to see what comes out. I've got 𝗁𝗏𝗏. I've got Magical Spirit. I've got Rainbow Warrior. I've got Spiritual as Fuck. So if you're drawn to Elesa or Lorraine, hey Christina, how you doing? There may be a message in there for you. All of my members, if my members want to jump on and get a reading, I'll do a reading for my members. They got all discounted prices too, so if y'all forget what your discounts are, go double check the community tab and come back. And just let me know if you got one. But yeah, we're finished up the leadership stuff that I was here for New Jersey for, and now I'm just kind of on vacation. And it's nice. My son is hanging out with some Italian water ice right now, and I'm enjoying the beach. I'm enjoying the beach with y'all. With y'all. Hey Christina, how are y'all? Did I say hi to you already? Well, it's worth saying hi to you twice, so fuck it. How you doing? How you doing? All right, we're gonna start with Lorraine. Timestamp it. Ooh, 2:22. Hey. You know what? I might, because it's got a nice little bit of a breeze, I might stick the cards in the stand. Hey Lorraine, how you doing? So let's see. You know what? Let's get an overall first. Let's start with Spiritual as Fuck. It's always good to see you. Let's see. Good. Good, Christina. I'm glad you're good. All right. So for Miss Lorraine, and anybody who's drawn to Lorraine, keep it classy. No. Let's see. What is the overall? Because this is like insight and guidance readings, okay? So it's insight into whatever it is that you need to know. That's what the overall is going to tell you. And we'll get some specifics about it, and then we'll get you some guidance for it. All right. So let's see. What is the overall energy that Lorraine's going to need the insight into, please? Spirit. What is the overall? The smell of the beach is so fucking amazing. Fuck what they say. Fuck what they say. Hey Kelly, how you doing? It says what someone, anyone else says about you. Doesn't matter. Really and truly, it doesn't. If you heard it secondhand, it super doesn't matter. And if the person isn't your higher power, your boss, or your best friend, it super duper doesn't matter. Think about how much more time you'd have to dream up cool new shit if you really and truly stopped worrying about what people say about you. You think Martin Luther King cared what other people said when he wasn't there? No. He was out marching and doing good shit. Let him talk, do your shit. Doesn't matter what they say. Just like the card says, if it's not your higher power, if it's not your boss, your best friend, doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Not one bit. Not one bit. So fuck what they say. Get that card down in there. All right, Spirit. So who do we not give a fuck about then? Hell yeah, screenshotted. Hell yeah. What insight, please, Spirit? Into not giving a fuck. What do we need to know? Yeah, we've got the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Can you guys see those cards? Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords. Which means you care a lot, and you're in your head about it because you care a lot. And there might be other people who are in their head because they care a lot, right? What is the situation? Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, the World card. All right. Situation. Let's build this up. Get a little bit of a gradation there. All right. So there's potentially two women involved, okay? Someone very emotional who can't let certain things go. And another one who looks at things as if it's mine, right? That's mine. They put the word mine in front of whatever it is, okay? That's this one right here. If you think about the queens in tarot, they are fixed energy, right? They are between the knights and pages and the king. They are fixed in their energy. No different than, you know, the same, it goes the same way with the seasons. That's why, you know, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius are all fixed because they're the dead middle of the season. They're not the changing season. They're not the runner of the season, like the first third out. It's the middle. And they're fixed, and fixed energy, Taurean energy, because, you know, Pentacles is the suit of Earth, is mine. Taurus rules the word mine. It is the second house of possessions, and it literally rules anything that we possess and say is mine. So you have someone who is upset because things are changing and they don't like it, right? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's a change that they don't like, and something's closing. Okay? Something's closing. Could even be a certain vision, right? A certain happily ever after vision might be coming to an end, and it could be theirs included. You know, they could be, they could have had this vision that it was all going to be perfect, and it's not perfect, and it is what it is. You know, the reality is what it is, and they're having a hard time accepting it, right? They're having a hard time accepting it. What else do we need to know about this, Spirit? The Ace of Swords. Yeah. I think they know it's coming. I think they know it's coming. The Ace of Swords is the truth of all truths, and it's with the Six of Swords, which is about moving forward for what is 7 swords. And so, you know, they may feel betrayed, they may feel lied to, they may feel like not enough effort was put in on someone else's part, whether it's your part or someone else entirely, or even their part, but it's feeling robbed or denied whatever their vision was. You know what I mean? They're having a hard time. But I think they know it. I think they know it at the end of the day. And that's probably what makes it harder. You know, it's not like they're blindsided by it. It's something they already sensed was coming. And they've probably been doing everything in their power to try and avoid the inevitable. And they can't. You know, and you've probably been feeling that energy yourself, right? This feeling of not being able to avoid the inevitable. it's shared energy. You know, you pick up on that for a reason. You feel that for a reason. It's not always your own. Yeah, sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's both. If you're feeling it, I guarantee you someone else is feeling it. I guarantee someone else is feeling it. That is the case almost every single fucking time. I don't care what they say. Is there anything else we need to know about the situation, please, Spirit? All right, so we've got another figure. We've got the King of Wands with the Chariot and the Two of Swords. So you got somebody who's blocking divine change or divine movement, right? The King of Wands is looking at the block here. You know, the arms are crossed, the energy is blocked off, and it's the Chariot there. So this is a visionary or someone who could potentially be very selfish, right? The King of Wands could be very self-centered, self-focused, self-concerned, and not really care about anybody else but themselves, who's blocked off. And they're not moving forward, right? They're not really listening to their intuition. They're probably in denial about, you know, the Chariot that's probably going to come anyway, you know, the forward movement that's going to come anyway. I think they probably know it just like the Queen of Coins does. But they're actively denying it. Like, blindfold, actively denying it, right? Full-blown denial. Helicopters. Yeah, they're in full-blown denial. We've got the Seven of Cups on bottom with them, and the Nine of Cups on top. So, I mean, this person, I mean, and it's light, a lot of different things that make them happy. They got a lot of different choices to make about what path that is in their highest good. It could also be a drinking problem or a substance of any kind problem, right? When you get confusion and debauchery with the Seven of Cups, and a lot of it with the Nine of Cups, right? Depending on that individual's alignment. And it might be both, to be fair. It might be both. You know, you can have escape problems and substance problems or whatever, and still have a lot of different options or choices in front of you about what you should be doing with your life in order to, you know, gain your sense of fulfillment and happiness. There's obviously multiple people involved, and I think that's why this card is so important. You know, fuck what they say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If they're not your higher self, if they're not your boss, if they're not your best friend. And I think they want to matter. But they know they don't. You know, they know they don't. Like, they do, but they're not at that level. They're not your higher self. They're not your best friend and soul, your rock, your beautiful mirror, right? Always shining your light back to you so you can make the best choices for yourself. They're not that person. You know, they have their own wounds and their own fears and their own internal healings that need to take place, which is probably why they sense this whole thing coming. Because they have healing to do. You know, people who know they've got healing to do and they've been avoiding it, they know it's coming and they're doing anything they can to avoid it, you know. And it's human. You know, it's no knock to them, it's human. That's why people like me and other readers are out there, you know, other spiritual mentors are out there trying to tell people, like, you can heal without having to avoid it and not deal with all of the shit you don't want, you know, but start the gratitude process and the acceptance process and make your life easier. But people who, in general, are just used to avoiding things, they always sense it coming. They always did. Even if it was fleeting and for a moment just the day before. You know, if you go back to any time a friendship ended, you already knew it was coming. If you go back to any time a relationship ended, even if you were blindsided about how or when it actually happened, you knew it was coming. The lessons come, and we always know. They know. They know. Best advice. Let's get you some advice. This is the Magical Spirit Oracle. What's the guidance, please, Spirit, for this situation for Lorraine and her highest good, and anybody else who resonates to her, is drawn to her, drawn to the reading? What is their highest good guidance surrounding this kind of energy? What is the best guidance for them? Okay. I've got like a chunk, so we're gonna see here. Definitely that one. Definitely that one. No, definitely that one. All right. The Sun, Truth, and Liberation. Ooh. Yeah. Love that. Love that. All right. Be patient, it will come. Manifestation power in 11:11. Truth is honor, Empress energy, and integrity. That which is true will always be enough. And just let me be. Liberation, free spirit, wild, and authentic. Take a good look at these cards. I love Alexis Rakan, or Rakun. I don't know how you pronounce her last name. It's R-A-K-U-N, but she's an amazing artist. And I followed her on Facebook forever, and then all of a sudden one day I saw she posted out oracle cards, and I was just like, oh my God, and I bought them. So we got the Sun. Truth. I love the yin yang energy in that one. And liberation. Gorgeous stuff. Your light, your time to shine. You being in your integrity. 1s, 3s, and 7s might be synchronistic. 1s, 3s, 4s, and 7s, okay? Because we got 11, 37, and 43. Might be something that happens in October or November, okay? Maybe Spirit's even just giving you a heads up about it. Like, just like they feel the inevitable, you feel the inevitable. So maybe now is not officially the time yet. But if you sense it's coming, then it's just like, okay, Spirit. All right, so it's coming. And I don't know when, and I don't know how, but it's coming. All right. Deep breath. You know, like the acceptance of it, right? The acceptance of it in advance. Knowing that it's going to be okay, knowing that it's going to work out, knowing that there's nothing wrong about it, you know, but everything divine about it. If it wasn't divine, you wouldn't get the heads up. You get the heads up because the divine knows and is essentially calling the shots. Like, it's divine will. Like, yeah, we have that thing called free will, but it doesn't negate divine will at all or ever, you know. So when we're looking at these cards as guidance, I would get into the mindset of, and you could say it out loud to spirit, it's my honor to manifest for you. It's my honor to manifest for you. The divine is the highest good collective. The divine is all of us united in one energy and evolving and raising our frequency. Like, the divine is simply omnipresent. It is everything. It's my honor to manifest for you. It's my honor to bloom. It's my honor to be and exist in this purpose for you. The highest good of everything. It's an honor. Right, we're talking about integrity. We're talking about truth. It was a big word this week at the leadership conference. Having integrity, #1 qualification for leaders. You will always be a follower if you have no integrity. Think about that. If you've got no integrity, you don't speak and live in truth, you're not a leader. You're not a leader. You're following behind somebody, trying to get ahead on somebody, doing what somebody else told you to, go after what somebody else told you to. You're not a leader, you know? But people who live in their integrity and they live in truth and they're honest beyond fault, because there is such a thing. There is honesty beyond fault. That's what makes greatness happen. That's the difference between most people and those exceptional people. The person who doesn't skew truth or bend truth or omit truth or use half-truths or just lie altogether, but direct and honest truth. No sugarcoating, no beating around the bush. This is what I'm doing. This is what I think. Either you like it or you don't. That's how you end up in alignment. Truth and alignment go hand in hand. They're not separate from each other, right? I got these cards over there. I don't know if you can see them. I got them down there. I just realized they weren't like within camera view. Let me stick them over here instead. I think if you really want to manifest the best there is in life, the best that anybody can manifest from, because from you starts everything else, right? When you decide to manifest your best, it ripples and allows everybody else to do the same, and they could fuck it up. you can set that ball rolling and they could fuck it up, but the reality is you gave them the best shot at finding their highest good because that's what you chose. So thank you, Spirit. It's an honor to manifest for you. You know, listening to your highest self, that is the best guidance you can get. Knowing that you are going to end up free from a lot of things, free from a lot of weights, free from a lot of stress. That you're going to liberate yourself and be able to just be, right, that free spirit, wild and authentic. That uncontrollable glow, right? Like, bitch, stop my shine. Try me. Try me. I'll just shine brighter. Like, the fuck? For real. I think it's an amazing thing to live life and realize that there's very few things that matter. Like, the people that I care about, the people that I would listen to, that would stop me dead in my tracks and actually make me think and pause. And then pause and think. Are Tanya and my son. Yeah, shine bright like a diamond. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Tanya and my son. They're the closest people to me. The closest people to me. So if I was ever having a conversation one-on-one with them, and they looked at me like, whoa, what? And it wasn't fear of the unknown on their part, but like a literal, like, what the fuck, what? Like, that doesn't make sense, what you're choosing. Like, energetically speaking, what you think is not registering. That it would upset them. I would pause and rethink that. I would listen, you know what I mean? I would listen. How much are the paid readings, Lighthouse? They're 11 for just guidance, 22 for just insight, or 33 for all of them, unless you're a member. Then members get discounts. I think it's 7. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. 7 for guidance. If you are a member. 17 for insight only if you're a member, or 22 for a full reading if you're a member. So, I mean, you could sign up for $1.99 as a Pineapple patron and get both for 22 instead of 33. I'm just saying. It always pays to be a member here. It's ridiculous. In the best divine ways, it's divinely ridiculous. But yeah, Lorraine, I think that, I think it's just a matter of being patient with the unfolding of things. And this is more about the acceptance moments. You know, this is about the acceptance moments. This isn't about acting on or doing anything, you know, today or even tomorrow, but it's about being in that place of accepting, you know, and wrapping your energy around that. And the gratitude for things, and knowing that it's going to be okay, and the divine is giving you that heads up for a beautiful reason, and it's so you're not upset. It's so that you're not upset. You know? I love you. That's why I look after you. I love you. I love all of you. You guys look after me too. Y'all look after me too. My members, they're my beautiful little crystal babies. They're like my rocks, but better. Everybody has their people that are like their rocks. So I got mine. That's my members. They're like crystal babies. They're better than just ordinary rocks. in my own humble opinion. So Lorraine, I hope that helps. I hope it brings you some ease to the process of it, you know? It's probably even why Spirit's been talking to you about things, you know, on a repeat in a sense, because it's just getting you to that place where it's okay. You know, if you can know that the conversations are happening, if you can know that the day is on its way. Like at first, the first few times Spirit talked about it, yeah, maybe it was triggering as hell. Maybe it brought up a lot of emotions, and maybe those emotions needed to get triggered up and come out. And it repeated it enough that you got to this place where you're like, okay, you know, okay, Spirit, I'm not really triggered anymore by the reality of it. I'm accepting the reality of it, you know. And I think that that sense of ease, that you'll just know, right? That you'll just know when the time is the time. And it'll flow so much easier, even if it's uncomfortable, it'll flow so much easier from you because there's no fear, there's no hesitation. It's just, all right, now's the time. You know, all right, Spirit, now's the time. That's okay. And there really is a great feeling of relief after. It's like even when I left people in my life, most particularly my quote-unquote counterpart, who I believe was my counterpart, I knew it was coming about a month ahead. About a month ahead. Spirit started giving me them pings. I started, you know, listening back to my own readings and catching things in hindsight, because even if I'm reading for other people and I'm reading in the moment and I'm channeling message in the moment, I always go back and watch my own mirror, always, multiple times go back. And I started catching things. And then as I was catching things, the reality started to catch up with it. And I knew about a month in advance that I was going to end up leaving them. And knowing that it was coming and being able to accept it before it happened made it so much easier. It wasn't any less uncomfortable or any less, you know, whatever it was. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't filled with joy. It was hard, you know. I was letting go of the person that I, you know, at one time considered the love of my life. It's fucking hard. But it was so much easier just accepting it in advance, that it's okay. And if it never happened, then it never happened, but the acceptance that it could be coming made a difference, you know? So, yeah. I have faith that helps. Universe is good. God is good. Source is good. Spirit's good. Whatever you call it. Allah is amazing. It's all good. Right? It's all good. It doesn't matter what you call it, what you believe in. Whatever the power is that's greater than you, it's loving and it's all good. You know. We all work out. It all works out in the end. You know, this life is but a blip. Just a blip in the long timeline of things, you know? It all works out for a reason. However it's meant to. So, don't worry. Be happy. What's that commercial? Drive happy now. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. right. We're going to do Miss Elesa next. I'm going to do Miss Elesa next. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elesa. Happy motherfucking birthday to you. Yeah, I'm happy being at the beach again. I fucking missed it, man. I told myself once a year, and I didn't think I was going to make it this year, but the divine just worked itself out, right? And to be fair, we caught the best fucking weather this week. We had like a little bit of a rain this morning, but it was like before dawn rain. And it's just been clear, pretty much clear skies all fucking week. All week. Light, cool breeze, nice warm sun, 85 to 90, like nothing too crazy. The water in the ocean is still warm. It's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. And now that the conference is over, the leadership stuff, and I've got like 2-3 days to myself, I just booked my son and I a nice room. I just said, fuck it. Got myself a nice room for me and Kevin, and got an empty cooler because we are going to load the fuck up on goodies before we head out. Like, we're getting people's pizza, and we're getting Ming Garden Chinese. And I'm going to Ponzio's and blowing like $100 fucking in the bakery. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be about 10 pounds heavier next week. And I'm gonna love every pound because it tasted amazing. I'll lose it later. I don't give a fuck. I'll lose it later. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Really, it's so beautiful out here. Yeah, where we're at now, like the boards and stuff, I've got like parking until like 8:30 or something. And my son and I are gonna go walk the boards, do some shopping. Hey Kristen, how you doing? Hey lady. Yeah, we're gonna do some shopping. We went and we got a soft pretzel, Jersey Shore pretzel. We got custard, frozen custard. I got a chocolate peanut butter twist. Oh my god, and a waffle cone with chocolate and peanuts, like the dipped cones. Yo. They even had little cookie crumbles that they coated it in. I went all out. I ain't kidding. And then we went to like a seafood place. I got some clams on the half shell, little wedge salad. He got himself a crab cake. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah, I'm officially done the leadership conference, the leadership course. And yeah, I'm free for a couple days. Hi Edward, how you doing? Yeah. Hey Lala, how are you? I've never been to Britain, so I've never actually had British food, so I don't know. I've only ever really had American food. I mean, I've been to Canada once for like 8th grade when we went to Quebec for like a French trip. But I don't remember their food being much different than ours. So, Edward, I send so much love your way, but I do not speak your language. I'm so sorry. But beautiful, positive vibes your way. Thanks for your presence. Appreciate you. Yeah. Beach and chill vibes. Fuck yeah. I know my phone, and I didn't realize it the first live that I did on the beach, my phone apparently has a special feature where it'll mute out the background sounds to pick up voices and things like that. So the first video that I did on the beach, when I listened to the playback, I'm like, wow, you can't really hear the ocean. And then I shut the fuck up for like more than 4 seconds, and the sound of the ocean came back, and I was like, oh. So it sounds like I'm screaming the whole video because I'm talking over the sound of the ocean to hear myself. When I was sitting in the hotel room after, and I was listening back and realized that, I was like, oh my God, Grace, you fucking blonde. I was like, Grace, you fucking blonde. I had a good laugh about it, which is why the next morning, when we were doing the Grand Rising messages, I was not screaming over the ocean. For real. My God. I love y'all. All right. So let's see. Lisa, 4107 on the time. All right. Let's see. There we go. All right. Let's see what's going on. For Missy Lisa, let's get an overall energy. Edward, nothing against you, sweetie. It's just the different languages is super distracting to me right now. And I don't understand it. I really don't. I wish I did, but I don't. So I've muted you respectfully. I'm so sorry. But every time I look over, it's just, I want to try and understand it, and I don't understand it. And it's distracting me. So apologies in advance. Nothing personal. It's nothing you said that upset me. It's just, I can't read it. I can't read it. I'm so sorry. All right. So Missy Lisa. That card came right out. So is this one wants to come out. Let's see. It says you can't save your face and your ass at the same time. And forgive the fuck out of someone today. You can't save your face and your ass at the same time. This is the one that flew right out. This one was sticking out and it told me to pull it. Interesting. So you can't save your ass and your face at the same time. It says, is there a secret you're keeping? Is ego keeping you from being honest about who you really are? Go ahead and admit where you fucked up. Seriously, we're all fuck-ups in some way. Welcome to being human. You do you, baby. You know what? I feel like this, if anything else, I think this might be between you and you, Elesa. And when it says, is ego keeping you from being honest about who you really are? I want you to replace the word ego with control. Because that's what the ego does, right? The ego seeks to control. So is control keeping you from being honest about who you really are? Think about that. What is it that you're not acknowledging? Because you're trying to control trying to control the manifestation, or either have it happen faster or have it happen slower, if not both simultaneously with different facets of your head, which is causing probably chaos. Forgive the fuck out of someone today. The back of it says, you're probably thinking it's not that easy. Sorry, but yes, the fuck it is. Take all the energy you've put into being mad and making a case for how wrong so-and-so is, and let that shit go. Start small so you can get the hang of it. The driver who just cut you off, yell, "I forgive you," and wave. Secret bonus perk. Forgiving someone usually pisses them off worse than anything else. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Some assholes and bitches out there, they literally want to piss you off, and when you don't get pissed off and you forgive them, they get pissed. Because that was not the result. That was not the result they were looking for. Between the two cards, I think that there's a good possibility, a strong possibility, that someone in your reality is seriously getting under your skin, or they're really riding your fucking energetic nerves. And maybe you're even saying certain things or doing certain things to keep it even keel instead of just letting it fucking blow up. You know, it could be something like that. It could be the very opposite. It could be someone getting on your nerves and you're fucking exploding and blowing up, when really what you're blowing up about is fucking small. It doesn't mean nearly as much as you're actually making it mean. It's not nearly as important or big as you're making it, right? It can go the complete opposite way. So you'll know. You'll know whatever it is for your life and situation, your circumstance. But I feel, I definitely feel the desire to control whatever it is and keep it a certain way, or at a pace that you're comfortable with, or in a way that you're comfortable with, or you're trying to get the outcome, right? Force the outcome to be a certain way that maybe is against the highest good, in which case it's like trying to punch through a 6-foot concrete wall. You're not going to do it. You will break your hand 1,000 times over before you break that wall. You are not going to bare-fisted punch through a 6-foot concrete block. You're not. That's like that's the equivalent of what we do when we fight the divine and we resist, when we try and force outcomes and don't accept that maybe it's meant to just be a different fucking way. What if it's not meant to be this way? What if it is meant to be this way, but not the way that I'm doing it? And I just need to fucking take my hands off, you know? I just need to sit back and stop trying to make it something, right? Trying is a bullshit word. Trying's a bullshit word. It's do or do not. There is no try, right? You're either doing it and it's working, or you're not doing it and it's pissing you off. It might not be because of any, you know, misplaced effort. You might be putting all the best effort out there. But if it's not meant to be or happen that particular way, then you really are just beating your fist against a concrete wall that'll never give, right? If there's a best outcome possible and a best way to get that outcome, then you got to trust if it's not one way, it must be another way, and that way is better, and just be open to receiving whatever that is, right? Just be open to receive whatever it is. So let's get some insight into the situation. Let's get some insight into the situation. Oh, by the way, guys, just in case y'all forgot, the Eternally Great, because I didn't, the Eternally Grateful giveaway is coming up in Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving in November. And I don't know if y'all remember that big dream catcher that I was putting together. If that's going to be in the prize, that's going to be a part of the grand prize. I got a moldavite ring I'm throwing in there that I bought from Dreamer Apothecary. I'm kind of excited about it. So if you are not a Divine Rebel member or higher, and you were curious about the membership and all the different perks y'all get anyway, now would be a really good time to sign up. You get your name entered for every month you are in membership, leading up to the Eternally Grateful giveaway. And as long as you are a member, an active member, on the day of, you're gonna win you could win cool shit. You can win cool shit. All right, so let's see. I don't know what just made me think of that. That was so weird. Sorry. Sorry, Lisa. Oh. But yeah. All right, what's the specifics, please? Spirit, what is the specifics for Elesa? And those who are just drawn to Elesa in general, and her name and whatever message might be here. All right, so we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Can you guys see these cards enough? Can we see them? No. Yeah, Ten of Cups reverse. We've got the King of Pentacles. Elesa, I just heard that's your energy. All right. We've got the Hierophant. What else? And the Three of Cups with the Six of Cups. All right, Elesa. Clarities. Four of Swords in the reverse. The Fool. Nine of Swords reversed and the Four of Cups reversed. All right. Ace of Swords is on the bottom. Ace of Pentacles is on top. And I know Justice is not out here, but I'm getting like major Justice card energy. These readings are paid for, Oren, but I'm not taking any more people on the list. So if you just feel guided to stick around and hang out and see what kind of messages you get, just listening in, then you're more than welcome to stick around and chill with us. Give me one more for Elesa, Spirit. The World card. All right. Hey, Em, how you doing? All right. Elesa, we've got the Eight of Wands on bottom and the Five of Cups on top. All right. Looking at these cards, the Ten of Cups in the reverse immediately lets me know that whatever situation you're in, especially if it involves family, it's not a happy one, and you may most definitely be the sole provider as the King of Coin, right? That the chunk or bulk of the financial responsibility is on you, okay, in regards to people. Listen to Elisa's message, or you might actually get good advice for this one, okay? Whatever your situation is. But there's something going on, Elesa, with the family situation that, you know, you are putting a lot of provider energy in for, right? Lots of masculine energy. You're doing a lot. You're creating a lot. It's all, I'm getting this feeling of just like all on you, you know, to make choices. And I feel that with the Hierophant, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups, you're dealing with a past life third-party energy, right? Past life third-party energy. There might be three people. In general, it might not be a third party. It might be three people, right? We're talking about past life soulmates that you feel sworn and committed to. Right? We're talking about the Hierophant. There's this I'm sworn and committed type of energy. This is about belief systems, right? The Hierophant is the major arcana for Chiron. And so it's where our belief systems come into play so strong that we find ourselves falling into a martyr trap, right? We find ourselves falling into a martyr trap. We have such a strong belief that we're supposed to be this or supposed to be that for certain people, whether it's to meet their expectations or our own expectations or society's expectations or whatever. We get so invested into this strong belief that we end up martyring ourselves for it. And it creates problems, right? We're meant to learn from it. We're meant to learn from that, right? When we realize that there's a belief that we're holding that is causing us pain, we are meant to shift that perspective, shift that belief. Doesn't mean you have to throw it out the window altogether, but there's something about it that's not in alignment, or you wouldn't feel so heavy. You wouldn't feel so burdened, right? You wouldn't feel so burdened by it. If the belief was truly in alignment, it would not create a burden for you. Alignment is divine. Divine is high energy. High energy doesn't feel burden. So what is it about the belief that needs to be shifted? Right? Sometimes we care a lot about people and we feel like we have to stick things out no matter what because we love them and because we care and because we've already doubled and tripled down on sticking around. Well, you can double down and triple down on loving the wrong person all you want. It's not going to make it hurt any less, you know? Sometimes you have to believe that love is not necessarily sticking around 100% of the time. Sometimes love is letting someone go and letting them be free to be themselves, letting them be free to live their journey and figure it out, to go through their healing here in this life. Sometimes it's not loving someone so much that you stay, but it's loving someone so much that you allow yourself to leave. You allow them to go. Whatever the perspective or the belief is that you've married to the third party energy, these past life people, this familiarity, I think there's something that needs to be tweaked about it. Right? I think there's something that needs to be tweaked about it. I don't think the whole belief system, whatever it is meant to be shattered and thrown out. But I think whatever it is that's keeping you stuck, you need to be able to shift and see it through a different lens. Right? You need to be able to shift and see it through a different lens. But the Four of Swords, the Fool, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the World card, I think a part of you is just so ready to let go of certain things, Elesa. Like, so ready. Like, the Four of Swords is about a rest and replenish type energy. And in the reverse, it's like, wake the fuck up. Right? The Four of Swords, it's the coffin. It's metaphoric sleep. Needing to take a break. But in the reverse, it's a wake-up call. That spirit, right? The divine having a conversation with you saying, wake up. Wake up. What leap of faith are you stalling on in your sleep? Right? What cares can you let go of? Like, what cares does the Fool have? Nothing. He doesn't have a care in the world. You can care less without being careless. You can care more by freeing yourself of what is like chained caring. Like, what do you care about because you feel chained to it and you have to care about it? Because that's kind of fucked up, you know? You don't really want to care about it, but you have to care about it. Like, there is nothing more fucked up than that. Because not only do you feel burdened by that energy, I guarantee you the chained caring recipient, like whoever it is that's receiving your caring because you're chained to it and you have to, they feel it. And they might know that their energy requires you to. Maybe they can't do whatever it is that you're doing or providing on their own. Maybe they can't. Maybe figuring out another way besides you is scary for them. Maybe it takes a lot of effort on their part. Or maybe it requires other people to step up on their part. And it's just like, at what point do you get out of your own way and everybody else's way? On the healing journey, that is. And just be a little more careless. And just move forward. Right? It's about just moving forward. It's releasing anxiety and this feeling like you're missing out on shit. That's what that leap does. That's what caring a little bit less does. And when I say caring less, I don't mean in your heart and soul. I mean inside your head. Right? I mean inside your head. We care a whole lot about certain things inside of our thoughts, and it's all consuming, and it doesn't need to be that. It doesn't need to be that. You don't have to think about it that much. You don't have to stress about it that much. It doesn't have to cause you that much anxiety. You can close the chapter. You can close the chapter. It's like the book is already done, right? You can imagine this for a second. You're reading the book, right? You're reading the book of life. It's your life, and you've lived a certain book up until this point. It's not even a chapter. It feels like a book. And the book ended. The book ended. But you're sitting there with that pen and paper, and you're writing on the blank pages in the back, and you're still writing, and it's repetitive, and it doesn't make sense because the book ended. I was like, just let it be what it is. Just let it be what it was. Maybe it's a pattern, right? Maybe it's a pattern. An unwillingness to just let things end. When one thing ends, another thing begins. And that sometimes is the best thing for everyone. Matter of fact, I can almost guarantee to you that it is. Because if it was in your highest good to keep going, Spirit would have never ended it to begin with. Right? Spirit would have never ended it to begin with. What are you having a hard time letting go of right now, today? How many people? Right? Because there's at least 3. There's at least 3. I feel like there's at least 3. I don't feel like that third party energy is one person. I think Spirit's trying to talk to you about your wish fulfillment, and I think a part of you is probably blocking it yourself. Feeling like you can't take on anymore, feeling like you don't know what to do if you're not providing something for someone. Like, who are you if you're not doing all of these things for other people? Who are you then? Well, you're a version of Elesa who's not doing all those fucking things for people. Who's not providing all of these things for people. then you're most definitely you. But not the version of yourself that you've grown unhappy with. This version of Elesa providing for everybody else, trying to control everything. And you don't have to be an aggressive person to be controlling. Trust me, you do not have to be an aggressive person to be controlling. There's many forms of controlling. Some people control with tears, some people control with guilt, some people control with anger and rage, some people control with silence, some people control with kindness. Because they're so kind to you, how could you not be there for them when they ask you to? They've done so much for you. That's their form of control. They've done so much for you. You can't say a bad thing about them. You can't criticize them. They're so good to you. So if they do something you don't like, you're going to have to keep your fucking mouth shut because they don't want to hear it. They're good to you. And they'll stop being good to you if you tell them the truth about something you noticed and don't like, right? People control in a lot of different ways. Some people control things with their fucking behavior and their alcoholism or whatever the fuck they do. Their out of controlness is their way of being in control. Everybody's day shifts because of them, you know? So, whatever it is you're holding on to, whatever outcome you are trying to achieve, do yourself a favor. Forgive the fuck out of someone today. You could start with yourself and then start with the person who gets on your nerves the most. And remember that you can't save your face and your ass at the same time. At some point, you have to get real with yourself. Right? You'll have to get real with yourself and face yourself and whatever that is. Whatever that is. Like, and I think it would help to remind yourself that there is no such thing as a bad person. You're not a bad person. Other people are not bad people. Even the person that you fucking hate the most in this world, they're not a bad person. They've probably had a terrible, fucked up life. But who they are inside this world, inside this experience with you, like, it's just a role they're playing. They're a part of the whole collective soul. They're not individual fuck off, you know? Like, individual 𝐷𝐸𝐶H is my middle name. Like, they're just playing the role to provide the experience that you need to elevate. Nobody's a cunt on purpose. Not spiritually speaking. In real life, like human life, 3D life, yeah, they could be a 𝐶UNT on purpose. But in the spiritual realm of things, no one is that way on purpose. There are no coincidences. Spirit's pushing you into your light with an asshole for a reason. Spirit is making certain things that you're trying to achieve difficult for a reason. Depending on the lesson you're learning. Sometimes Spirit makes it difficult because they're learning how to follow through. They're learning how to not quit on themselves. Other people, Spirit makes it difficult because it's not in fucking alignment and they're learning how to surrender. So, look in your mirror. Look at the people. Look at these third-party people in your experience and ask yourself, Why are they in your mirror? They're incapable of providing for themselves. Are you incapable of providing for you? They're incapable of creating better for themselves. Are you incapable of creating better for you? Why are they in your mirror? Have you called any of them a dumb piece of shit lately? Because Spirit's looking at you like you're the one dealing with them, you dumb piece of shit. What the fuck? That one-way mirror is a bitch. That one-way mirror is a bitch. I'd think about that one, Elesa. Who is in your mirror? Let's get you some guidance. Let's get you some guidance. This is the deck, by the way. If I didn't show it earlier. Okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. What is the guidance, please, Spirit, for Elesa and anybody else who's drawn to it, or anybody else who wants to claim it for themselves as solid advice? What is the guidance, please? Highest good. Forever, now, and always. The moon. Duality, hidden gem, secret power. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? You might want to look up your moon sign. Understanding the light and shadow of your moon. And how both work to your benefit, because just like it's a beautiful thing to be in your light, the darkness serves the light, right? So anytime we're in our shadow, we are literally forcing the light out of someone else. That's why even us, if someone else, we could be the villain in someone else's story, but at the end of the day, the darkness serves the light. They can view us as the villain, but it's that energy that literally propels them into their own ability to shine. So it's necessary. Sometimes you can't be the perfect daughter or the perfect friend or the perfect partner or the perfect mother or the perfect fill in the blank. And yet, being the villain is sometimes what makes you perfect. I'm going to read this for you since we've only got one card. Card number 4. Oh, that's crazy. It actually opened right up to it and didn't realize it. All right. Duality, hidden gem, light and darkness, secret power, 444. I am discovering magic treasure hidden within me. It says, there's something about yourself or your life that you have been judging harshly. A characteristic, a perceived flaw, personality type, or secret interest that has become an insecurity. Perhaps something that makes you quote-unquote different. Something you believe to be a negative in your life. Maybe this thing has caused others to have a negative opinion of you. This has caused you to want to hide or dismiss it. The universe is asking you to reconsider and question this narrative, Did we not start this whole reading with a conversation about a belief system? And I said, I'm pretty sure it's about you, right? The universe is asking you to reconsider and question this narrative. There is a gem that needs your recognition to shine. Will you polish it, letting it unleash its powers? It has so much to offer and teach you. This weakness you have could actually be your strength. What if it can lead you to a huge awakening? What if this trait that seemingly hinders you actually helps you in much more profound ways? What if you can learn to embrace, accept, and love it instead? Only then can you be fully realized and empowered by it. Often our gifts may be disguised as trash, and we may see our blessings as curses, even though they have so much magic to give to us and others. There is duality to everything. It says, connect and meditate with the moon about what your secret treasure is. The moon is a friend for the lonely and misunderstood parts of ourselves. Practice accepting the quirky parts of you that you resist. When you do, they just may lead you to interesting places, lead you to create unique and fascinating things, lead you to feel more whole than you've ever felt. Almost nothing is more valuable than this. This is worth much more than the opinions of others. I think that maybe you might just need to be a little easier on yourself. I think you might just need to be a little bit easier on yourself. I would start there. You know, I used to think that my honesty was a curse, because I am, and have always been, brutally honest. I don't sugarcoat. I don't lie. And people don't necessarily even believe me when I say that sometimes, because they're like, everybody lies. And I'm like, no, not everybody does, because I legit don't. I am honest beyond fault. But I used to say I was honest to a fault all the time. Yeah, I'm honest to a fault. I'm honest to a fault, because I believed it was a curse, me being honest to a fault. But then I changed it and I said I'm honest beyond fault. Honest beyond fault. Because I see the value in the honesty now that I didn't see before. People used to tell me I wasn't, that I was being rude for being honest, or don't say that, or, be quiet, or they don't need to hear it. It's like, no, but they do, though. Because I'm not saying it with malintent. I'm not saying it to be malicious. I'm saying it with the intent to love them. No matter what the truth is, even if it's harsh. I'm not going to sit here and say that my ex-counterpart was an amazing person and he's the best person I ever met in my life. Like, did he have his good qualities? Yeah, but he was a fucking asshole. He was a lying, manipulative piece of shit too. Like, respectfully, you act that way, you get called that shit. Because if you didn't act that way, you wouldn't be. It is what it is. And I expect the same from people. Like, don't fucking lie to me. Don't pretend. Don't bullshit me. If you don't like something about me, fucking out with it. Say it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to swallow it down and keep it a secret either. You could fucking say it. Do me a favor and say it to my face. You know, people talk behind other people's back. Like, you can say it to my face. God knows I'd say it to yours. I don't say nothing to anybody or anything that I wouldn't say to somebody's face. I'd probably say a whole lot more, to be fair. They were in front of my face. But, you know, the point being, whatever your quote-unquote flaw is, the part of you that is probably so fucking beautiful, so beautiful and so bright that other people hate it because the light in it irritates their fucking demons. You know, that part. People love the truth until it's about them, and then they hate it. It's like, oh, you loved it last week. Why not this week? I wonder. That's why I fucking love Tanya. That's why I love my son. I could talk truth to them all fucking day. And if they don't allow themselves to get triggered by it, they understand why the fuck I said it. And I fucking love and appreciate them for that. That's why they're the closest people to me. People who can't handle my truth, they can't handle my light, they don't deserve a full-time place in my life. So whatever your unforgivable light is, right? Whatever it is, your perceived flaw, it shines too bright. It shines too bright. Let it cut out all the bullshit from your life. Let it shine so fucking bright that all the bullshit decides it's going to go part-time instead of full-time in your life. Or that it's going to dip entirely. Wants no parts of you because that part's just way too fucking bright for them. Good. Bye. Love, peace, light, support, blessings, all sent your way. I wish you nothing but the best. Forever, now, and always. But I'm not going to be less honest because someone can't handle it. I'm just going to have less of those people in my life. You're not flawed. Think about that. You are not flawed. You might perceive it that way. It's a flaw. People don't like it when I'm this way. Forgive them. Right? Forgive the fuck out of someone, forgive them. You shine in a way that they wish they could. The only people that have a problem with the light are the ones that don't shine. The only people that have a problem with the light are the ones that don't shine. You're not flawed. The divine didn't make you flawed. The divine designed us in ways to learn. And simultaneously in ways to teach. We are all teachers and we are all students at the same time. It is forever simultaneous, okay? So your flaws, they're not flaws. That's how you teach, and that is how you learn. And that's the guidance for today. All right. I love you guys. I hope that you've had fun with me being at the beach. I hope you enjoyed the messages. I've enjoyed giving them. We have the moon event on Tuesday. We have the moon event on Tuesday. So if you have not gotten a moon slot yet, a secret code name moon event slot, you can do that. I'll make sure it's in the description. I don't know if when I go live like this, if the description is blank or not. So I'll go back in and make sure the description's in there. But it's my Etsy shop. It's the Divine Voice Box on Etsy, all one word. And I'm pretty sure it's the featured item, the moon events. I'm pretty sure it's featured. But yeah, should join us. Should join us if you feel guided to join us. If you didn't get a reading today, you can most definitely get one for the event on Tuesday. That way, you can sign up and become a moon junkie here on the channel and get all of the moon events for the month that you sign up for, as long as they haven't passed yet. And plus you get access to different stuff. You know, all the different membership tiers. If you've never taken a look at them, then I would take a look and see what they offer, because you might find something that you could really appreciate, and maybe even find yourself in the running for the giveaway, right? Which one sold out? The one on the 17th? I know the one on the 2nd of September is sold out. I know that one sold out because it passed. But the one for the 17th, it's sold out? I'll double check it, Kristen, because it should not be sold out unless I fucked up and turned off the wrong one. Which I might have, to be fair. I might have. I'll check it. But no, I'll check it and I'll let you know for sure. You just checked it? All right, I'll double check it. Give me like 5 minutes, because I'll wrap this up and then I'll go over and I'll double check it for you. Because I might have fucked up. That's possible. Or it's legit sold out and I just don't realize that it's sold out yet. If that's the case, I'll just add another slot in for you. I don't care. We ain't gonna let you miss it. I ain't gonna let you miss it. All right, I love you guys. You enjoy life. You only get this lifetime once, so fucking love the hell out of it. I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.